Hello boys and girls, so as of today Dead by Daylight has got 2 Resident Evil DLCs. One of them has Nemesis and another one has Albert Wesker. And because I see so many people say things like,
"Oh, fuck me daddy, I love Resident Evil, oh."
I decided to make this video and compare both of those killers. By the end of this video you will know which killer is better and why. But before that, if you want me to come on your mom's titties, then don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much. Okay, so first of all, I want to make it clear that Nemesis to me looks cooler than Albert Wesker. Let me show you why. Okay, so imagine that this is me in Dead by Daylight, and then boom, all of a sudden this giant man by the name of Nemesis appears, and he's running towards me like po po po, and I'm running away, and it's so scary. Like seriously, when I got to play against Nemesis on the PTB for the first time, it was shocking how scary and tall he looked. On the other hand, when I got to play against Albert Wesker for the first time, it was not too impressive, and I would say that Nemesis has one of the coolest killer designs in the game. I mean, I'm not saying that Albert Wesker doesn't look good. I mean, he looks very cool, but you cannot compare a person to a monster, a literal beast that is Nemesis. Speaking of looks, both of these killers perfectly represent Resident Evil franchise. Even though I have never played Resident Evil games before, I can tell that these killers look as cool, if not even cooler, than in the shots of Resident Evil I've seen. It means that developers have done a perfect job designing those killers, and I'm very happy about it. But still, I prefer the look of Nemesis way more than Albert Wesker. When it comes to perks, I would say that overall Albert Wesker has more universal perks, meaning that they are more useful in a long run, but Nemesis actually has one pretty good perk. It's called Lethal Pursuer, and even though I don't use it, I see many professional plays with this perk, and it's been buffed recently, so for some people who cannot afford both killers, the deciding factor is gonna be perks, so you make your own choice based on what you like, you know. But if you asked for my advice, I would go with Albert Wesker's perks because I think they are more universally useful. But the deciding factor to know which killer is really better is their power. Basically, whoever got the better power, no matter their perks, is an automatic winner, because after all, the power is the most important thing. And I think it's pretty clear that Nemesis, even though he's not even close to being the worst killer in Dead by Daylight, but Nemesis is actually lacking a lot of essential features that Albert Wesker just got most of them. For example, Albert Wesker is better at ending the chases faster, because ever since the game begins, he's just able to fast vault the pallet and catch up to survivors very quickly. While Nemesis, he's starting up like an M1 killer with some sort of a useless infection tool, which he needs to power up to get stronger. And of course, as more and more survivors are getting infected, Nemesis is getting stronger and stronger during the game, similar to Michael Myers. But Albert Wesker, for example, he doesn't need to power up during the game because there's nothing to power up. He's good to go from the get-go, you know? Also, remember that Nemesis has got zombies, and zombies, it's such a cool mechanic. I mean, I love zombies. When zombies got introduced into Dead by Daylight, I was like, wow, I'm amazed. I have never expected this feature to be in Dead by Daylight, but it is. And it looks cool, and sometimes it functions well, but most of the time zombies, they are such a distraction for the killer. For example, sometimes when I'm in a chase and I'm chasing a survivor, some zombie decides to fucking block my pathway, and instead of a survivor I hit the fucking zombie. And it might not sound very annoying or frustrating, but in fact sometimes that one little miss that you could have hit that survivor but that zombie decided to block you for some reason, and you hit that zombie, it ruins the whole game, and it's very, very frustrating. And I mean, zombies, it's such an RNG mechanic. I'm not saying that they should be removed from the game. In fact, sometimes they help very much, but sometimes they are such a bad distraction. So, you know, if you like RNG, I mean, you will like Nemesis, but I'm not that type of guy, you know what I mean? For example, Albert Wesker doesn't have RNG, and his power seems pretty strong, especially now as after the PTB, developers for some reason decided to buff Albert Wesker even more, and some people are even putting him on the S tier, which is crazy. I mean, I would never put him on an S tier without testing him for like 2 weeks at least. But you know, some people just go ahead and say that he's as strong as the Spirit, for example, which is crazy. But I think that Albert Wesker is a stronger killer overall, even though in my opinion he looks physically less dangerous, less scary, and physical appearance in Dead by Daylight matters, to me at least, very much. But you comment, what do you think? I respect your opinion. Please subscribe if you haven't done it before, and like this video for the algorithm. Thank you very much, see you later, ciao!